Dora wants to read a book to Boots called Pablo's Flute. Dora gets out the book with a picture of a flute from her backpack. She also has a book about bongo drums, a guitar, a cowbell, and an accordion. Once upon a time, there's a young boy named Pablo who lived on a farm high in the mountains. Pablo and his grandpa worked so hard trying to take care of the plants and animals on the farm, but the ground was so rocky that it was hard for the plants and food to grow. All the animals who lived there were sad. One day, Pablo's grandpa carved a wooden flute of 5 different colors. The first color is magenta, with 1 hole. The second color is orange, with 2 holes. The third color is yellow, with 3 holes. The fourth color is purple, with 4 holes. And the fifth color is red, with 5 holes. Pablo puts the pieces in order from smallest number all the way to the biggest number. When Pablo played his flute, something magical happened. Everything started to grow. The mangoes ripened, the plants flourished, the chickens laid lots of eggs, and the llamas and cows started dancing. The once rocky ground turned lush and green. After Pablo played his music, a terrible storm approached, and a powerful wind knocked the flute out of his hand, causing it to fly away. After the storm died down, Pablo and his grandpa searched for the magic flute, but couldn't find it. Without it, Pablo couldn't make any more music. The corn stopped growing, the mangoes stopped sprouting, and the chickens stopped laying eggs. Pablo and his grandpa were sad, and everyone missed the magic flute. After the story, Dora and Boots decide to search for Pablo's lost magic flute and bring it back to him. It takes a while, but they finally find Pablo's magic flute. This means the book about Pablo's flute now becomes a reality, instead of them jumping into the book. Now they have to go back to Pablo's mountain to return his magic flute. The map tells me that they have to go over a windy bridge and through a spooky forest to get there. As Dora and Boots are walking along the way, they hear Swiper. Swiper's trying to swipe the flute. They stop him easily. Now they approach the windy bridge. The wind is blowing so hard that Boots loses control and drops the flute down under the bridge. It breaks into pieces. The pieces are gathered up, but not in the right order. Dora remembers that Pablo sang a little song with the flute together. They sing the scale starting with the lowest note and ending with the highest note. The pieces are laid out close together. The blue cursor clicks on the pieces from the smallest number of holes, indicating the lowest note. Then clicks on the 2-hole piece, the 3-hole piece, the 4-hole piece, the 5-hole piece. Once the flute is back together, it plays the notes from the lowest up to the highest note. It's now fixed and good as new. Dora catches the flute, and she and Boots duck their heads down low to avoid getting caught in the strong wind. After they cross the windy bridge, they walk down the path and approach a spooky forest. Boots saw something flying and heard someone say, "Cuidado, cuidado." He got scared and hugged Dora tight. His eyes closed. Dora told Boots it was okay. It was just Senor Tucan, and he was telling them to watch out. They had to watch out for las culebras, or las serpientes, which is Spanish for the snakes, los lobos, which means the wolves, and los murciélagos, which means the bats. Senor Tucan told Dora and Boots to listen for the friendly owl, El Bujo Amigable. The friendly owl would lead them through the spooky forest. Dora and Boots entered the spooky forest. They saw 4 different colored paths: green, red, blue, and yellow. The blue path was where the friendly owl was. The bats are on the green path, the snakes are on the red path, and the wolves are on the yellow path. I think the friendly owl made it through the spooky forest. They were now getting close to Pablo's mountain, but as they were on their way, the path stopped at a cliff. Boots tried running up the cliff, but he fell, and Dora caught him. Dora and Boots decided to climb up the cliff using a rope. Dora threw the rope around a tree at the top of the cliff, and in no time they climbed up to the top. After that, they saw Swiper aim back, using the rope and climbing up the cliff, slipping. They stopped Swiper, and after he snapped his fingers, the rope broke, and Swiper bounced down the cliff and back onto the solid ground. He shook his head and ran far, far away. Dora and Boots called out to Pablo, saying they found his flute and gave it back to him. His grandpa told him, "Toca tu musica," which means play your music. Pablo counted to 5 in Spanish, and Dora and Boots also did that. Pablo played his flute, and the entire forest started to grow. The trees grew tall, the mangoes sprouted, the corn grew, a cow mooed by the barn, the chickens laid a huge mountain of eggs, the llamas and cows danced again. Pablo's grandpa told him, "Toca tu musica, Pablo, toca tu musica," and he laughed. Dora, Boots, and the entire forest, and even Pablo and his grandpa were all proud that he got back his magic flute and that he could play his music once again.